Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Aaron. I'm Asian and I like rice. Guys, Viper, damn, Sunny Duck, how are you, man? It's been a while. I'm glad to see you. Hello, sir. Happy. I meant to say, Speedy. How are you? Alpha Unit is to those that do not know, Alpha Unit is Speedy, guys. If you remember, Derp. Good morning. Hello, sir. Thank you so much for being here, ladies and gentlemen. Very much appreciated. I hope that you are having a good day so far. I don't think it is morning where Sunny Duck is. I could be wrong, however. But yeah, it's good to see you guys, and I appreciate that you decided to be here today, especially in the morning. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like it's really early for me, like to be awake at this time of the day. But that is on me for having a terrible sleeping habit. But like I said, I hope that everyone is having a good day so far, a good morning so far to those that are actually close to my time zone. Let's see. Sunny Duck said cheesecake. Man, I missed that. I haven't had cheesecake in so long. Hello, sir. Said Nin. I'm first. That's good to know, man. I do recall, however, seeing Viper the first one to comment, but maybe you were here the first to be on the chat or something. Derp said, did someone say cake? Yes. Sunny Duck said cheesecake, which is something I used to really love. I still do. It's just that I haven't had cheesecake in so long. Maybe I should. Sunny Duck said it's 4:32. All right. Wow. Okay. Let's see. Viper said, Ninja, it says you're streaming Fallout. What? Let's fix that real quick. Thank you, Viper. I appreciate it. Let me just fix that real quick. Yeah, I may have been still what do you call it? Still asleep when I was working on my dashboard, because I do remember of course changing the title, but I guess I didn't change the game that's being played. That's on me. Thank you for pointing that out. I see it. Now if only my if only my Windows would cooperate with me. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen, and I promise we will get to what I wanted to talk about, that's for sure. Let me just fix my Windows once again. You guys will see it clip right now. It's kind of weird, but I like to adjust my Windows in a manner that I can see the chat, I can see everything I want to see, and then it's good. Hello, sir. Said my iPad has a delay and makes time to load stream and chat. It's pretty normal. It can be up to 30 seconds or less. It can be like up to 1 minute as well, like the delay between what happens on the stream and when you actually see it. But man, I feel so weird talking right now, because I think I may have gotten so used to talking with song requests turned on, and so whenever I'm talking, I feel like, wow, there's complete silence. Let's see. Viper said, "Are you on your school iPad but at home right now?" Okay. You have VPN next to the Wi-Fi in the corner. What's VPN? I don't even know what a VPN is. But anyway, guys, today we are of course doing yet another stream of our usual early morning coffee video blog that I normally do on a Saturday. I do my best to do it on a Sunday as well, but I have been failing miserably to do 2 consecutive mornings, Saturday and Sunday, when it comes to streaming. But tomorrow, hopefully, I'll do a better job and I'll wake up. I thought I did a great job today. I woke up at 9:30, stood up at 10, made my coffee, and watched a little bit of news. But reading a chat real quick. Can take it. I want a turtle. You want a turtle, Alp? Speedy. Um, I wish I could have pets, but I mean, I think I can have a turtle. Question is, where am I? Where am I gonna get a turtle? I don't really know. I haven't seen a turtle in the pet stores here in Montreal that I've been to, but they should be out there. I just have to really look hard. Thank you so much, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, to all the channels that are hosting our stream today, this morning. especially those that have been adding the channel to their auto host list and whatnot. Thank you so much, and I hope that your viewers appreciate what they see here today and what they will be seeing throughout the entire day, because I plan on streaming in the afternoon, right after this stream that will last maybe until 12 or 12:30 Eastern time, and in the evening as well. In the evening, however, to those that may have not noticed it yet, I did not announce, or I did not schedule myself for something in the evening yet, because I'm not exactly sure what to play in the evening. I'm thinking a different game where we can do song requests with, or maybe I can go back to Skyrim, and of course we'll have what do you call it, song requests. Sunny Doc said the plan was I go in 30 minutes in the gym, but now I'm here, so fuck you, gym, dude. Dude, you gotta go, man. You gotta go. It's good to see you. It's been a while. I was wondering. I think I was just talking about you like a couple of days ago, because I was talking about, hey, Sensei, good morning, man. Thank you for joining us. Welcome, welcome. Because I was talking about people, Sunny Duck, that I feel like I have let down because I started streaming more in the evening, and I don't do afternoons all that much anymore. And we do have people from in your case Germany, in Sam Place case France, and in Vintium's case I can't remember exactly where Vintium is. Forgive me. Norway, I believe. Yeah, Norway, and New Zealand for what's his name, for RBL. And Noya has like 6 hours ahead of 6 hours on me, so he's ahead of time. But yeah, thank you for being here, man. Very much appreciated. Thank you so much. Electro said, "Hey yo, everyone, having a great day, because I am." That's good news, Electro. I'm glad for you. I can't say that I'm having a super awesome day so far. It is awesome that we are here, and thank you so much once again for being here. But I just woke up. I just woke up. I'm pretty sure the day is good. If the day is going to be awesome, I don't know yet, and I cannot hope that it's gonna be awesome. You cannot just keep hoping. You gotta make your day awesome. So I'm glad that you're having a good day so far, Electro. That's good news. That's awesome. That's awesome. Hey, KitKat Cosplay, how are you? Good morning. Thank you for joining us. I believe this is the first or second time that you passed by the stream. Thank you so much. Very much appreciated. And I hope that your cosplay is going pretty well. I think so anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know, Keith Kath Cosplay is one of the people I know, and I know here in Montreal. By the way, she cosplays, and so if you would like to check her cosplay out, I don't know, maybe you have a link on your profile, Keith Kath Cosplay. So check her out, guys. Check her out. Let's see. Sunny Duck said, "I was the last 5 days in the gym. One relaxed day is okay." And dude, I'm so happy that you stream at this time. I am glad that I did, and I normally do. I do my best to stream in the morning, Saturday and Sunday, But the problem is, for someone who has a terrible sleeping habit, it's proving to be quite challenging, to put it in a, I don't know. It's not a simple term, but to put it simply, it's quite challenging for me to wake up in the morning, but I thought I did a great job this morning, and so I'm glad. I'm happy to be here, guys, and I am happy that you guys are here. People that are unexpected to be here are here as well, so thank you so much. Very much appreciated. Straight from the Asian heart. Electro said, "Viper, you get an iPad in your school? Because I do." KitKat Cosplay said, "Dude, thank you." No problem, no problem. Like I said, what did I want to say? Like I said, guys, if you would like to check out her cosplay, check her profile out. Hey, Saw, how are you? Good morning, good morning. I hope all is well with you, Saw. Let's see. All right, guys. So I think I have caught up with reading the chat. I may have missed a few of them, and I apologize. Speedy said, "Oh, by the way, maybe later we can Ghost Recon Wildlands." Alpha, I may have finished everything I need to do on the map for Ghost Recon. I will confess, part of the reason why I could not stream yesterday evening, and once again, I apologize for that, ladies and gentlemen, is that because there is this sort of test that I needed to fill, to answer, and to complete, involving Excel files, video games, video game terminologies, whatever, bugs and stuff like that. But instead of filling it up, instead of doing it, I played Ghost Recon Wildlands. I was watching Cloud Atlas. I was doing random stuff outside what I was supposed to be doing. Then the next thing I know, it was almost 6 o'clock, and I'm like, oh man, I have a deadline for this test that I need to submit. I only have 48 hours, and 48 hours already ended at 9 o'clock this morning. So I'm so glad I was able to submit it at 2 o'clock last night. But yeah, and so here we are today. Here we are this morning. Viper said, "Are you kidding me, Ninja?" No, I'm not kidding you. That's the truth. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's exactly what happened. I thought that, you know what, I will wake up in the afternoon yesterday, and what I'm going to do, I'm gonna sit down, make some coffee, maybe eat some lunch beforehand, and do the test. But I didn't do the test until like maybe 8 o'clock or something, or 9 o'clock. And this test, they give you 48 hours because it's not that it's lengthy, but it requires a lot of thinking and a lot of research and a lot of writing. And so that's why they give you 48 hours for those that may be working and are busy with school as well. So that's why it's 48 hours. But I didn't really do it until like the night before the deadline. Talk about what do you call it? What is the word? Talk about procrastination. Procrastination. I don't know. Saw said, when do you play GTA 5? So I apologize, but I do not see myself playing GTA 5, GTA Online in the near future, unfortunately. Yes, procrastination. Exactly, that's the word. Hello, sir said, Nin, get some McDonald's. If Scout wants to get McDonald's, I usually tag along with him, but you will not catch me go to McDonald's by myself. Their fries are good. Their coffee the coffee is really good as well, but they're not that good. I'm not gonna just go there. Ninja, we are almost there to 400 followers and then 900. You're absolutely right, Speedy, and I am surprised, and I can't really believe that we reached 300. One of my favorite streamers and friendo, a follower of the channel as well, when he reached out to us and when he found our channel, we were at 100 or something, and I was so amazed that he had 300. And now we have reached that point as well. Granted, it's not like we're catching up, but we reached that point where he was at the time, and he actually congratulated me yesterday. Was it yesterday? I believe it was yesterday. He messaged me on Twitter, and that is very very kind and very genuine of him. Because it's not every day you see someone congratulate another person for what they achieve. Normally, people tend to get jealous, or they will tell you what they have accomplished instead of congratulating you for whatever it is you accomplished. Maybe I don't know. Maybe you passed a quiz, or maybe your friend told you your hair is nice, or something. People tend to just not, accept and appreciate or congratulate someone for their achievements, may it be grandiose or small. So for someone to all of a sudden reach out and congratulate you, and and acknowledge your accomplishments, may it be tiny to grandiose stuff, that means a lot to me, and that says a lot about the character of the person. Because you don't want someone who's just keeping on bragging about what they have and what they have done. It's not exactly the best character to behold. Viper said, I thought we were supposed to be talking about compassion. That's what we were supposed to be talking about, but you guys are saying so much. I need to read. I need to read, and I don't like missing chat, but I guess I'm gonna have to deal with that a little bit today. And I apologize, guys, ladies and gentlemen, if I may have missed some chat entries here. Speedy said, because I don't really care, I am in the 6th grade. Derp said, people ask me why I'm weird, and I have to say, because that's my my ninja way. Alright, wait, are you saying I'm weird? No offense taken, but Keith Kath Cosplay said, thank you, Ninja, I wish I can say that to some cosplayers I know. The thing is, it's unfortunate, Kath. It is very unfortunate, but what makes it easier for me is to accept is knowing and understanding that, you know what, we can't all be this way. We can't all be thinking the same way. We cannot be all doing the same thing, and we cannot be believing the same principles in life. And so, you know, what makes life beautiful is we have variety, we have differences. Granted, some differences can be quite critical in a way that things just doesn't work out. Things just don't work out. I meant to say English failure right there. Hey Gavin, how are you, man? Gavin said, and did you watch the voice actor? I did, Gavin. And the thing is, I don't know if I will ever play, what do you call it? Fallout New Vegas. I don't really know, and so I listened to it a little bit, and then I would skip because I don't want to have a general idea of what the person was talking about. Because of, excuse me, I'm ninja burping here, guys. Sorry about that. I apologize. But hey, Scout, good morning, man. Thank you for joining us. Very much appreciated. Good to see you. I understand they have their own personalities. We can change that, but just accept and move on. Exactly, exactly. And you know, you do you, they say, right? So be the best you can, be as good as you can, and if other people cannot do the same, it's on them. But to continue what I was telling Gavin, sorry about that, Gavin. I have been postponing your messages for quite some time now. But I promise you guys, I do my best to answer the questions, answer the messages. It's just that to explain myself, when I see messages, I do see that I have notifications on Twitch. I'm not gonna pretend that I don't see them. I do see them. And but what I do is I don't click on the messages themselves until I am certain that I have minutes and I have I really have time to sit down and answer you as best as I can. I don't want to just give you answers like, okay, cool, this is nice. I don't want that. I want to be able to answer you guys as authentically as possible. You know what I mean? And so that if that means I'm gonna take a while to answer you, so be it. You know. Okay. So guys, maybe I should talk about the subject real quick. And please, if you have, hey Hurley, how are you? Thank you for joining us, Hurley. I am glad to see familiar names come back, guys. Very much appreciated. Like I mentioned many times before, I'm gonna repeat it again, and I will most likely keep repeating this. It is awesome to get new followers because the foundation on how many people are going to be watching you is, of course, based on how many followers you have. Outside people that might be rating you. But what feels better, what is more awesome to me, is when you see familiar names, Sunny Duck, KidCast Cosplay, hello sir, everyone, Hurley, and those that you rarely see on the chat, but they appear. You know, that means so much more to me. You know, that feels so much more awesome. You know what I mean? And it means more. It really does. Scout said, "I saw your compassion thing in Ninja." Dude, I know, and that thing I wrote about compassion, guys, is actually part of a test that I did last night for a job opportunity, and they have given me like 250 words to choose a subject and write about it, and I'm like, man, I don't know, what do I write about? How exit points are, you know, invaluable to video game development? Do I write about why is Leonardo my favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Maybe not. Why shrimp tempura is something I really enjoy. I have been, you know, brainstorming ideas on what to write about, and ultimately I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna stream tomorrow. I'm gonna be talking about compassion. Maybe I should write about compassion. So in 250 words, I did my best with what I know, and I do not claim, of course, disclaimer, I do not claim to be an expert on the subject. But guys, if you don't mind, I would like to kindly just drink my coffee for a bit and read what's happening on the chat. Silence. Silence without an Asian guy yapping all the time. How is that? Speedy said, I am dead, help me. Dude, do not ask us for help if you're dead or if you're dying. Please call 911 or something. Hurley said, just playing Fallout 4 Survival. Fallout 4 Survival, is that a difficulty? Sonny Duck said, you watched the UFC fight night? Dude, I did not, but I heard who was fighting against? Sorry man, I have been disconnected. I have been very disconnected with UFC. The last time I watched a UFC event was when BJ Penn fought. I didn't even watch the Holly Holm fight. Let's see. Gavin said, when you gonna react to the Markiplier video? That's a very good question, Gavin. But to answer you, it will be after the other people that have requested videos before. I have not been very good at finding the time to sit down and record the reaction videos. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, since it's just us here, and by us, I apologize. You can see my part of my browser, my internet browser window clipping on my primary screen, because the bottom part of the stream that you guys see, the image there, is actually my monitor capture, and so you can see my browser clipping when I click on my browser. Anyway, I would like to kindly invite our dear Twitch friendos here that are interested. Maybe you're interested in joining us on the Discord server. You can talk to everyone there. You can advertise your own channel. You can talk about music, gaming, post your art, talk in the general chat. And if you are interested, essentially it's kind of like a message board, but kind of better. I'm not sure if it's better than some message boards, but I'm linking the invite to that server. If you feel like you are interested in joining us there, please feel free to click on the link. And if it's not your thing, if you don't feel like it, or if you say fuck you, Ninja, I don't want to do it, then don't, no hard feelings. It's all good. But okay. Let me just adjust my window here, guys. I apologize. All right, we're good. All right, I'm good. Okay, let's finally talk about compassion, and please feel free to what do you call it? Please feel free to share what your thoughts are when it comes to compassion and being kind, and whatever it is that you feel like sharing. Please do so, as long as it's relevant to the subject or whatever it is you guys are talking about on the chat. That's okay too. Sunny Duck said, Derek Lewis versus Travis Brown. Dude, Travis Brown apparently got beaten. That's sorry guys. All right. Scout said, Ninja, people want to see your history. Want to see my history? Well, you can see the tabs I have open. It's Facebook, Twitter, my email, Streamlabs. What else do I have open? The Discord server, of course. Twitch, of course. I have Revlo, of course, just in case one of us decides to redeem their points for whatever reward that we have right now, which, by the way, is still something I gotta work on. Okay, so compassion, guys. What exactly is compassion? Now, I do not claim to be a master, or to be like a very knowledgeable person when it comes to compassion and all of the other things that surround it. The first time, I cannot say that it's the first time. It was the first time that I have heard of compassion, but guys, you can tell that I have been watching a lot of Obama speeches because I do this. I do this now. I have caught the mannerism. I gotta probably erase it because that's not mine. It's not my thing. But anyway. However, see, I'm doing it again. However, I do know enough, based on what I have read, what I have learned, and what I was told by someone I know that I worked with. He's a person that I really look up to, that I really respect, and that I feel like is a genuinely kind and compassionate person. He is Buddhist, and before I say anything else, I would like to let you guys know. Electro said Aaron Obama. He is an excellent president. We all know that, and my only regret is not following politics during his time during his presidency. But it is unfortunate that I only started following near the end of his last term. But we are not here to talk about politics. So, and I am, in fact, to me, in video games, politics is like real-time strategy. It's not my favorite thing at all, and I suck at it. You know what I mean? So you will most likely never hear me talk about politics, aside from the usual good luck, United States of America. You might have a very interesting, 4 years ahead of you. Aside from that, I don't really know anything. Keith Cat Cosplay said, Aaron for president. I wouldn't be a very good president. I feel like I'm a bit too sentimental. And if I have to guess, being a president, you will have to sometimes disconnect yourself from some of the morals that you believe in and principles you believe in order to accommodate other people's interests and the people's interest. Anyway, Gavin said BRB showers need by. All right, no problem, Gavin. We'll be here. Thank you for joining us. Electro said gotta go. Bye, everyone. Have a great day. Electro, take care, and I'm glad that you're having an awesome day. Thank you so much for being here, and until next time. Hello, sir. Said Trump is an asshole. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything. He's definitely a very interesting character. Sonny Duck said, in 1 week fight, Tyron Woodley versus Stephen. Yes, the rematch. That I would like to see. I understand how good Tyron Woodley is. Oh god, I'm getting sidetracked again, aren't I? Oh god. Thank you, Sunny Duck, for sidetracking me again. Guys, whenever I'm talking about subject, please don't talk to me about MMA or Star Wars. I'm just gonna sidetrack and lose my way. But to answer what you said, Sunny Duck, I'm looking forward to that rematch. Although I acknowledge how good Tyron Woodley is for defeating one of the best welterweights ever in Robbie Lawler, I am rooting for Stephen Thompson, Wonderboy Thompson, in this fight, and I hope he wins. Let's see. Derp said, I just found gummy bears in my book bag. Alright, okay. That's good news. I like that news. Thank you so much for letting me drink my coffee, guys. All right, so to continue what I was talking about, what exactly is compassion? And I remember, I'm not gonna answer that immediately, but I will explain to you how I got introduced to compassion in a way that was more significant than before. And what I mean by that is I've always implemented a lot of the things that involve compassion in my life. I have done my best to be the good guy in your own story. Granted, the decisions and the paths that you might take in life may not always be the right one. It may be that you are aware that they are not right, but you had to do it. Or it may be in some cases that to you it is right, but other people can clearly see that it is not the right way at all. So to continue what I was saying, I lost my train of thought there. Anyway, and so I have done my best to be, like I said, the good guy in your story. It's kind of like being in a book or being in a movie. You are your own main character. You're in this story, in this book, in this movie, and you take the actions, you make the decisions, and you do whatever it is that you need to do that you believe is right. And like I said, unfortunately, sometimes that may not always be the case, but you do your best. At least a good person does his best. Some people just kind of, whatever, fuck this guy. I apologize for their language, but whatever, fuck this guy, fuck this other person, fuck these people. I'll do this for myself, or maybe I'll do this for another person. I'll do whatever is necessary to progress, to move forward. Scout said, hello, beautiful people. I go for now. I shall talk to you later. All right, no problem, Scout. You take care, man. Until next time. Thank you so much for being here. Take care. Viper said, BRB as well. I didn't wash dishes last night. There's a lot of things I didn't do last night, and so no judging here on my side of things. So Viper will be here, and thank you for being here with us, and hopefully you can come back. Hello, sir, said Nin. You know those pattern passwords in some phones? Yep. I rarely use it, but when I'm not using my fingerprint scanner, then I use the thing. Like the thing. I don't use the numbers or letters. Okay. So now, like I mentioned, I have met this person, and I remember being in a place just a couple of months, really, like last year, near the end of last year. I thought I was finding myself in a place where I knew, I was aware that this is not where I want to be, and I knew that I was on my way to a place, or I'm already taking the route to a place where I know no person should be there. Without being too personal about it, I'm being as vague as I can be. And so, luckily for me, I'm not one of those people that fail to acknowledge the problem, because you might want to solve problems in your life, and you will always be constantly solving problems in your life. But what's more important than solving the problem is determining and acknowledging what the problem is. And if you cannot do that, some people cannot do that, unfortunately. They find it difficult, perhaps, or they are just unable to do that. um, and so I was lucky enough to be blessed when it comes to being able to determine what the hell's wrong with me. Granted that that doesn't happen all the time. I'm sure a lot of most likely most of the time I miss what the actual problem is. But the ones that I do, however, find the success to determine whatever the problem is. I'm lucky enough to do that, and so I have acknowledged that unfortunately I may be going down this path, and I need to do something in order to deviate myself away from that path and get back on the right track. Speedy said, "Gotta go." All right, no problem, Alpha. You take care. All right. Until next time. Until next time. Hello, sir. Said my brain rejects logic. Um, I'm sure that eventually you will. If that's really true, I don't know if that's really true, but if you have really acknowledged that your brain rejects logic, then you determine the problem. You know exactly that your brain rejects knowledge, and so you can work on the problem. But that's the thing. The first step to solving the problem is determining, figuring out what the problem is. And if you cannot do that, chances are you will never be able to solve the problem. At least not specifically. You might solve it accidentally, but but okay. So I was in this sort of predicament, and I'm just gonna drink it, guys. I cannot talk while drinking. I wish I could though. And so I found myself in this situation, in this predicament, this dilemma, and as always, I did my best to solve it myself. People offer help, and that is always appreciated. You should always appreciate when people offer you help. Because it doesn't mean that they feel bad for you. It doesn't mean that, or it doesn't necessarily mean that they have hidden agendas. It just means that they know that you are worth their time, and they will give you help. They will assist you whatever it is that you need, assuming it is something they can do anyway. And so I realized that I needed to do something about it. And my first sort of diagnosis of myself was that maybe I need to get help, in a sense that maybe I am not thinking right. Maybe there are things that I am not feeling correctly. And so I knew that when I was new at this workplace where I used to work, there was this man from Tibet that grew up in India, but he was born in Tibet, of course. And I remember him. I remember sitting beside him, and he mentioned to me about compassion and about some stories or principles that I thought were just very fascinating. And at the same time, I thought that, hey, I feel like this is something I should look into, because not only is it fascinating, like I mentioned, it is also very, for lack of better term, to put it simply, I thought that the things he mentioned to me that day were already things that I already implemented in my life on a daily basis. At least I have done my best to do so. Of course, I am not perfect. Nobody is, and you will make mistakes. You will make mistakes, and you cannot always be 100% good every single time. But as people, we do our best to be good. As much as we can. At least I know I do my best. I don't know about other people. I cannot speak for them. Hello, sir. Said I can't hit my own family and friends. Well, that's good. Hello, sir. Okay, but to continue what I was saying, and so I approached him. And I told him of what I thought was the problem, and what I thought was the danger of that's ahead of me. Excuse me. And so, with that said, I asked him. You mentioned to me about compassion that one night, one evening. I thought it was fascinating. I thought it was very interesting, and I thought that those were things that those were things that I actually, in fact, have already done my best to implement in my life. But I would like to know more. I would like you to tell me more. And so, without preaching to anyone, and without without preaching to anyone, um, I thought that maybe I should talk about it. And what we talked about was compassion. Let me just read what Hello Sir is saying here. I have a sprained ankle, and then my dad had a brilliant idea to make messages on the injured ligament. Messages on the injured ligament, making it worse. At least it's healing. I hope you feel better, Hello Sir, and I wish for your quick recovery. But be careful next time. No more Fight Club for you. And so we talked, and he was willingly, open about about the things, about the wisdom that I obviously was desperate for at the time. And you cannot go wrong with wanting more wisdom. Let's see. Let me just drink my coffee, guys, before it gets really cold again. But to continue what I was saying, here we go again. And so we spoke, and I cannot, obviously, I cannot quote every single thing he said to me that afternoon, or all those times that we spoke about the things we spoke of. But from what I gathered, Hello Sir said, am I the only one here? I think so. I think we're the only one here. Hello Sir. But it's okay, it's in the morning. I was just surprised to see a lot of people in the beginning. Oh, Derp said, oh, I'm too busy listening to Nin and eating gummy bears. All right, thank you, Derp, for still being here with us. And gummy bears, wait, when you said gummy bears, so it's like an actual bag of gummy bears? Yes, I'm getting sidetracked again. An actual bag of gummy bears? I thought you just found like pieces or something. Or you're still eating pieces of the gummy bears from your bag. Is that what you meant? But okay, to continue what I was saying there, Derp, thank you for being here with us still. So without quoting what the things that he has told me that those days that when we talked, compassion from what I've gathered is Sensei said, same listening to Aaron speak, I'm eating Cheerios. Damn, dude, you guys are awesome with your breakfast, gummy bears and Cheerios. I'm here sitting with nothing but coffee. I haven't eaten yet, but I will after this. Anyway, and so what I've gathered so far, based on the things that he has told me, is that compassion is not, well, first of all, he was talking about Buddhism, but I don't claim to be Buddhist. I was born Catholic, although based on the things that he has told me, it seems like Buddhism has a lot of focus on compassion and has a lot of focus on a lot of other different things that we are not even going to tackle today, because I would like to do my best to approach this subject without preaching a specific religion. Although people might claim that Buddhism is not a religion, but a lot of people might think Buddhism is actually religion. But I'm not focusing on the religion aspect of things. I'm talking about compassion. Sonny Duck said, Haribo made in Germany like me. Haribo? My breakfast was 10 eggs. 10 eggs, Sonny Duck? Damn, that's what I eat in a week. Okay, depends. Maybe not every single week 10 eggs, but that sounds good though, Sonny Duck. That sounds healthy. You do need your eggs. And so, from what I gathered so far, compassion is, and I repeat some of the things I wrote last night. Compassion is when you see a spider, you don't kill it, you let it go and you let it live. Compassion is when someone does something wrong to you, may have wronged you, right? And your initial thought is not revenge. Your initial thought is not hatred. Compassion is when something like that happens, you forgive, and you understand that the person that have wronged you may have done what they did for a reason, may that regardless of what that reason is, it is not your concern. What your concern is being able to forgive and being able to not be vengeful. You know what I mean? Compassion is when you go to Chinatown after a long days of work, you are hungry, you decided that you were gonna go grab some Chinese food in Montreal Chinatown, and you grab some chicken, some rice, some fried rice, but then you see, this girl on the side of the road with a dog, and you think to yourself, this kid has nothing, or maybe they do have something, but they are sitting there on the side of the road with a dog, and it's really starting to get cold. It is November, so you decide to give your bag of food, your fresh Chinese food, to this dog and this kid, and then you come home to your place and find out that you have leftover fried hot dogs and rice in your fridge. That is compassion. Compassion is when you're appreciative and you congratulate other people for their successes, may it be because they have gotten a 10 out of 10 score on their quiz, or maybe they won a free coffee at a Tim Hortons somewhere. Tim Hortons, to those that do not know, is like a coffee shop, a donut shop here in Canada. And instead of being jealous, instead of comparing what you have with what they have, and instead of telling the other person who had found success, that, oh yeah, you have this, well, I have this thing that is bigger. Instead of doing that, that is compassion to me. Another thing that what I think it is when you go in a room and you see all of these people. This is exactly another reason why I like airports, guys. I like airports because you see a lot of different people, and of course you see a lot of different people everywhere else, but specifically I like airports because chances are you will see a lot of different people, not like from all over the world. Okay. Sandy Duck said, "Dude, I'm a big guy and I go every day in the gym. I need to eat so much," and that is understandable, Sandy Duck. Very understandable, because you need fuel for your muscles. Because if you work out but you don't eat enough to actually gain, right? Then you're just gonna get skinny. You're not gonna gain muscle. If I have to guess anyway, based on the logic, if I understand correctly how working out works, obviously I don't work out. I'm skinny as fuck. Sorry for the language. But that's understandable, Sonny Duck. Flax, thank you for the follow, very much appreciated, and please enjoy your stay here with us. And so to continue what I was saying, I do like airports because, hey, Mexican Justice, how are you? Good morning, I think. I'm not sure what time it is where you are, Mexican Justice, but thank you for being here with us, very much appreciated, and thank you for saying hi. And so, like I mentioned, I like airports because you see a lot of different people, and it's not just people from that same area, it is people from all over the world. And the reason why I like that is, what I was saying is, compassion is when you go inside a room, you look at everyone, and you know that each and every single person in the room is someone that is trying to find happiness in their lives, assuming they haven't found it yet. Happiness doesn't necessarily mean it's love. Happiness doesn't necessarily mean it's more money or cars or football, being in a football team. Trust me, guys, I have heard of a lot of answers when it comes to what is the most important thing in your life. I remember playing this game, and you can create a clan, and I'm getting sidetracked again. You can create a clan, and Mr. Freeze said, "Hey bro, did I tell you what happened to me the other day?" Dude, Mr. Freeze, no, I have not heard from you because I was not there. Excuse me, I was not there yesterday, unfortunately, and it's a long reason. It's a long story why I was not there. Yes, hello, sir. What's happening? Yes, good morning, Mexican. Thank you. And I promise, I'm on my way to buy a hat. Maybe Sunday I will go. Since Sunday I will be out, I think, in the afternoon. I saw your messages. I see the messages, guys, when you donate. I really do, and I read them. I wish I could post them, and I wish there's a way to show the messages, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into how to do that. And so, what was that? What was I saying? I keep getting I keep losing my train of thought. Anyway, I was talking about the airport, right? Okay, so you can expect every single person in that room to be looking for happiness, assuming they haven't found it yet. Yes, and so I was talking about this game where you can form a guild. Okay, and so I remember being in this guild that I created, and one of the things that I would ask people before I let them join, because to me, guys, pretty much just like how I choose my moderators, I do not choose moderators based on what you know about Twitch, about how much you are knowledgeable when it comes to commands, about how awesome you can write, although that is very important to me as well. The way I select my moderators is based on your personality, your character, and your demeanor, and how you present yourself on chat. And so values and character, top of my list, invaluable, my priority when it comes to selecting people. Hey, damn, eat small children, how are you? Long time no see, man. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. And thank you for the follow, by the way, that one time. Very much appreciated. And it's so good to see familiar names, guys. But I hope you are doing good as well. Eat small children. You're funny. You're funny. Your name is kind of crazy to say, but I'm glad that you are here, man. Thank you so much. But please, no more eating of small children. I'm just kidding, of course. And so to continue what I was saying, I remember being in this guild, and one of the questions that I would ask people before I let them in, or assuming if I want to let them in, is what is the most important thing what is the most important thing in this world, you think? And I've gotten a lot of answers from love, family, from football, from basketball, a lot of other things. And the thing is, that question really has no wrong answer, because what's important to me may be very trivial to another person. What is like nonsense to me can be like the most important thing to another individual. And so that question I just usually asked to figure out, I wonder what this guy is all about, and they normally reveal that by telling you what they believe to be truly the most important thing in this world. And maybe football is a bit more on the materialistic side, but if you're passionate about it, I'm sure you will feel that it's the most important thing in the world. And we cannot criticize them for that. Mr. Free said, I was in work and I slipped on black ice and I bust my ankle up real bad and I can't walk, so brutal. And this is the talk show. Damn, dude. I hope you feel better, man. The thing is, you busted your ankle, then you're gonna have to freaking have like a cask. Is that what you call it? I'm not really sure if I'm understanding this correctly, but feel better, Mr. Freeze. Sunny Duck said 6'6" and 233 pounds. Now I'm a bit guy. Hey man, if you're like freaking the mountain, that's cool to me. If you're like freaking, who is that guy who played Theon? No, not Theon. Tyrion Lannister.
Retrieving encrypted audio communication.
I can't remember his name. He also voiced Ghost in Destiny, the original voice actor for Ghost in Destiny. Peter Dinklage. So you could be like the mountain, or you could be Peter Dinklage. No problem to me. You are welcome here, man, and I'm glad that you are here. Like I said, we were wondering a couple of days ago, whoa, what happened to Sunny Duck fan? Yeah, it's true, he returned to Germany, and I was like saying that, well, I understand that there's a big time difference, and the chances are it's gonna be very rare that we see a Sunny Duck, but I look forward to seeing him, whenever that may be. But yeah, that's right, Sunny Duck. It won't be easy to live if no one loves you, no one will help you. It is difficult. It is, of course, more difficult to not have help. It is always better for everyone to have some form of help available to them, but
Retrieving
I'm
encrypted
sure that
audio
there are people out
communication.
there that just have no choice, and they have to they have to live life with the cards they are dealt with, and you just have to figure out how to survive, how to figure out life. Oh damn, there's quite a lot of follows here. Murkod, thank you for the follow, very much appreciated. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy your stay here with us today. Eat Small Children said you miss a follow. Yes, it's the 404 or something. I could not follow immediately. I was talking. And Lennox said, so dude, I did so. Lennox, I'm not exactly sure what you're saying, but whatever it is, I just want to say thank you for being here with us today. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy your stay here with us. All right, and so to continue what I was saying, um, that is the reason why I like airports, because whenever I enter an airport,
Retrieving
you see
encrypted
that
audio communication.
404 girlfriend not found was indeed you. And I apologize, I missed the follow, man. And thank you for the follow, of course. And hopefully we'll see you more and more. And awesome name, by the way. Awesome name, by the way. But what happens when you find a girlfriend? Then your name is gonna be not applicable anymore. So Lennox, dude, thank you so much for the follow. Very much appreciated. Straight from the Asian heart. Thank you, guys. Translation, dude. What's up? What's up, dude? Oh, okay, it's kind of like talking like that girl, like catch me outside, catch me outside, catch me outside, girl. How about that? How about that? Anyway, Sunny Duck said, I try to be more in your stream, but I think I can come so much before I fight because my coach will kill me. Yeah, dude, you gotta do what you gotta do. And man, if you fight in certain underground organizations or in Germany, please whisper to me the organization, because I would be more than happy to follow your career, dude. Seriously, and I can at least I can say that, I know this guy and he's fighting in Germany. Please watch him. You know what I mean? But Mr. Priest said, "How come you're not playing any games at the moment?" What do you mean? How come I'm not playing any games at the moment, Mr. Priest? I am streaming on IRL, and the IRL normally is not for playing games. Lennox said, "What are we doing here? What are the subjects about?" Um, Subject that we are talking about is compassion, and I'm not exactly sure if that's something that everyone can relate to, but I understand that it is not a subject that anyone can just talk about. We are very much focused on many different things in life, and compassion may not be one of it. Whether you know it or not, chances are you have practiced or you understand compassion one way or another. Anyway, Derp said, "Okay, I'm done eating gummy bears. No more gummy bears. That's unfortunate." Lennox said, "Are you happy because you found a girlfriend?" I don't know. Ask what is his name again? 404 girlfriend not found or something. Ask him, because unfortunately, I guess he hasn't found one. But what's gonna happen when he finds one? So his name is not gonna be applicable anymore. Mr. Free said, "I never even noticed, bro." Okay, now you know. Now you know. IRL normally is a category on Twitch reserved for video blogs. If I'm understanding this correctly, anyway. Um, so if you want to play games, then you gotta make sure you're not on the IRL category. Mr. Free said, "You streaming Fallout for later, and I'm hosting you, bro." Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, and I hope that your viewers, your Twitch followers, appreciate what they see here. Granted, this is very outside the box. I don't think people normally go to Twitch to watch people talk about random subjects like compassion, for example. For Twitch, it's all about gaming, but I understand that there are other categories out there, talk shows. Um, what is that category where people just eat and people watch them eat? There's that thing too. And now we have the IRL category, very new, in fact. And I've decided to start tackling and streaming on this category for subjects that I would like to talk about, and that is because, man, I have completely deviated from the subject here, but I would like to explain myself. Lennox said, "People these days are bad and evil. Some of them back in the day, 70s, they were more respectable." Sad. Lennox, I agree and disagree. I agree. You're absolutely right. It is more evident nowadays how bad or how horrible people can be. But I also disagree because I have this feeling that us, the nature of us humans, Keith Cat Cosplay said, "What? There's a category for people who eats." Believe it or not, there is. There is social eating. I remember now. Anyway, that's the thing. But I've never really watched it, and maybe I should try it because apparently people actually find success in social eating. But I don't find that interesting to do. To eat in front of a camera. I mean, I don't mind eating in front of the camera, but it's not entertaining to me, so I'm not gonna do it. Anyway, to continue what I was saying. But I also disagree, Lennox, because I think that us humans have always been violent. We have always been. We can. We have always have. We have had. We have always had. I'm failing my English here. We have always had this tendency for absolute cruelty, and it is part of our history of who we are as a race of people, right? And it's just that we have more ways, we have more means of capturing, recording, and spreading the the cruelty and all the things, all the negative things that happen nowadays because of the internet, because of technology, essentially. And so I believe that we have always been the same. I hope it's getting better. I am not an expert on the matter, and so I cannot confirm this with absolute 100% certainty. But like I said, I've always believed that we have been the same. Hopefully, it's getting better. It's just that it is easier to find out about what bad things people do nowadays because of technology. Gotta survive and be thankful every day, man. Absolutely, Lennox. Thank you for saying that, and you're absolutely right, dude. You're absolutely right. Um, I've I've seen this show where the guy, what he does is every single day, whenever he comes home and he leaves home, he thinks of something he's thankful for. And if you keep doing that, if I have to guess, I have never done it myself. I'm not gonna claim to have done that. But if I have to guess, that will definitely offer a significantly positive effect on your life, indirectly or directly. um, let's see. Sunny Duck said the organization is the MTBD Muay Thai Bud Deutschland. Let me write that down. I do not want to miss that. Thank you, Sunny Duck. And it's good to see you here with us, like I mentioned. Let's see. To those that do not know Sunny Duck joined us during the last Super Bowl Super Bowl weekend in the U.S. and we have wondered ever since where he went. All right, it is called MTBD Muay Thai Bund. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Deutschland. And I did not spell Deutschland correctly. All right, Deutschland. Oops, still didn't spell it correctly. All right, now I spelled it correctly. Deutschland. All right, I got it written down. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I have a long list, guys. I have a long list of things to do, from video, like reaction videos, to things I need to do involving the channel, and it's piling up. I need to sit down and find a time to do this, guys. Anyway, but it's a private league where I fight. Okay. Mr. Freeze said, cocaine time to take the leg pain away. Do what you gotta do, Mr. Freeze. And like I said, I hope you get better soon. Exactly. Technology, Lennox said. Count your blessings, not what you don't have. Some people pray for what you already have. So, very true. Very true. And, but the thing is, I understand that concept, but it's part of human, it's like ingrained inside us that sometimes you just want more. And this is actually one of the things that I ask my I call him Master Kusang, but he's a friend and someone I look up to, and I respect. And so I ask him. I understand that part of being compassionate is being happy with what you have and being happy for other people for what they have and what they have accomplished, but and not being greedy, right? But I ask him that what what if I'm not being greedy, but I am being ambitious? Because there seems to be a fine line between being greedy and being ambitious. You can be greedy, but it's because, I don't know, maybe you just want to progress in life and be better as a person. But there's also being ambitious, whereas your intentions of wanting to progress is not the same as those that are being greedy. It's not as easy for me to grasp. And I mean, I understand the concept of being greedy. Of course, you don't want to be greedy. You already have so much and you want so much more, for the wrong reasons. So you don't want to be that either. But it's one of those things that I inquired inquired on, or in. Please correct me which one is the right preposition here. Is it called preposition? You know what? I'm I'm digging my own grave here with these mistakes. But anyway, and so I asked him, and he gave me an answer that for the life of me I cannot remember. I should probably ask him about it once again. But yeah, compassion is knowing that every single person in the room you're in is there wanting happiness. So regardless of what bad things they do, they probably do in order to achieve happiness and to get to sort of fulfill their passion. Granted, sometimes, unfortunately, what is passion to another person is not such a good thing. Let's take psychopaths for example. This is turning into something really really dim, really really dark. To us, torturing animals, torturing other people, maybe physically or emotionally, is something that brings them joy. Believe it or not, people like that happens. It fulfills their passion for negativity. Let's just put it that way. And to them, that is, they can attain an absolute sort of joy or full sense of fulfillment and satisfaction. But us regular folks, we understand that that is very damaging. That is not right, completely wrong, and very negative, and it is a crime. It is a crime. But it now we're tackling the subject of perspective. And perspective is another subject for another time, but I will tackle it a little bit. I have spoken to one of the elder gentlemen that I know that I can come to when it comes to wisdom. And looking at the chat right now, that's a nice hoodie, bro. Digging white like cocaine, love it. White like cocaine, I know, man. And I'm just wearing the white shirt from when I was in bed, so I'm like, I woke up. Luckily, my hair isn't all that messy. Um, you know what? I'm gonna make some coffee, wash my face, and make some coffee, and let's do this early morning stream. Anyway, um, tackling this subject, just minor discussion about what what I know about perspective. Lennox said, "If you want more, you will have as long as you wish, and hold it tight." Yes, Lennox, that's very true, man. And that is good wisdom right there. Excuse me. And so we were talking about perspectives, and I don't quite recall what got us started with this conversation, but I remember him saying, I cannot quote, by the way, and if I remember correctly, he mentioned to me that let's say this jar. we all know we all know that this jar, the correct way to place it is like this, and this is the right way. You don't put a jar this way. I mean, you could, but that doesn't make it the right way, right? To us, we're doing the right things in life, and we see everything around that we see in our environment, and what people do, what has been done, and what happens in the real world. And we see a lot of things that are like this. It is the right thing to do. But to another person, um, to another person, we might see them doing things this way. It is obviously the wrong way to us normal people. Now, in terms of perspective, we are talking about it. To some people, they are a bit more they're a bit more twisted. They are a bit more on the darker side of things. And so this, to a normal person, um is very incorrect as opposed to seeing things done this way. But to a person that is a bit more on the twisted side, on the dark side, and on a more negative side, they see this as the right way. And that is because their perspective has been twisted by either experiences in life that made them become the men or the women that they have become. Or maybe they were just born that way. I don't know. I wouldn't understand. I'm not an expert on the matter. But based on my understanding of what he has told me that one fine afternoon at work, um, perspective and good and evil is essentially just based on perspective. You know, us good people, we know this is the right thing to do. This is good. To some people, this is the right way to do it, and this is what is good. So that's my take on perspective. Does that mean that these people are doing the right thing? Sometimes we don't know for sure if they're doing the wrong thing. Sometimes there are things that we do not know behind the reason for doing the things this way, if I'm making any sense. But like I said, that's just a little bit of something I know about what perspective is, and it's something that was very interesting to me when this elder gentleman told me about it. And I should probably email him. I haven't spoken to him in a while. Anyway, let's go back to talking about compassion. And to continue what I was saying, compassion is also seeing the beauty in life. When it is easy to see the negative things in life, guys, it is very easy. It is very easy to say, "Oh, I don't have this. Ah, this guy is doing this to another person or doing this to me. Ah, like I don't like or I hate." That's another word too that you most likely won't ever hear me say. Well, not now. You just heard me say hate. But hate is a strong word, they say. I do not exactly know why they say that, but I do know that exaggerations exist. And we like to say, I'm starving. No, you're not starving. There are people in countries with no clean water to drink and with no food to eat. They are starving. So when people say, haven't eaten lunch or breakfast, I'm starving, you are not. It is an exaggerated expression. And so when people say, I hate, I hate an artist or something like that, or I hate this person. It's like, okay, I don't know about hating a person. There are people that have wronged me in my life. I don't think I hate any of them, not at all. But hate is another word that I do my best not to use. You will hear me always say, I don't like, or I dislike this, or I find it upsetting that this thing is this way. But to hear me say I hate, not something you will hear me say, except when I'm explaining about what hate is, or what I think about hate. Anyway, that's not really the subject of this stream, so we're not even gonna go there. But yeah, compassion is being able to see the positivity in things where negativity and darkness is plentiful. It's like seeing light. and and I understand that. What time is it? Whoa, it's 11:30. It's 11:40 where I am. Okay. Let me just drink my coffee real quick, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize. It's already cold. It's not hot coffee anymore. I should have shaved a little bit before I went on camera, huh? But it's okay. I want it to be oh natural. Okay, so to continue what I was saying, um, it would be a better place, obviously, if people just practiced compassion and took compassion in consideration every time they stepped out of the door or inside their homes, right? But we cannot expect everyone to practice compassion every single moment of their lives. You know, I'm not an expert on the matter, like I've always said, and I find myself the majority of the time. I don't claim to be this all freaking positive guy. Hey, I get sad, I get jealous, I get upset, I get frustrated. You know, no one is perfect, and I am far from perfect. And so, but of course, we all gotta do our best to have compassion in our lives as much as possible. And I believe that if people just did that, we would be better off as people. Keith Cat Cosplay said, "I Ninja, I'll catch you later. Gotta buy a webcam. It's nice talking to you." All right, no problem. You take care, and thanks so much for being here. Until next time, you be safe out there, and you and Sykes have a good weekend. Take care. Take care. Um, all right, Hurley said, "I have summoned myself." Hi again. Hey, Hurley, thank you for coming back, man. Welcome. Thank you. And it's good to see familiar names. So thank you so much for being here with us this morning, or afternoon, depends on what time it is where you are. And so, but like I said, it is not easy. It is compassion is easy to pronounce, but very difficult to understand. Compassion is it looks like compassion looks like it is a simple word that's easy to say, but very difficult to fully comprehend and implement in our lives. Hurley said, where everybody go. I don't know. I feel like it's just you guys and I here. But regardless of whether there's someone out here on the chat or not, I will continue to talk anyway. And I thank you for being here with us. You know, even if there's at least one person, or even if it's just me and the bots here, I'm gonna have to be here because I want to, not because I need to, but because I want to, or because I don't want. No, wait, what? I'm getting confused here. Anyway, not just because I want to, but I need to. Um, so to continue what I was saying, um, I know that we cannot expect everyone to be the same, and that is one of the beautiful things in life. You know, it would be a boring place if everyone was the same. You know, Sensei said, "I am here." All right. um, Losing my train of thought again. We cannot expect everyone to act the same way, to behave with the same demeanor, and to do things the same to do the same things that other people do. It would be a very boring place. Granted, if everyone was so compassionate, then I doubt that it's still going to be a perfect world, and I don't think the world is going to be ever. I mean, go is go. It will never be perfect. That's what I'm trying to 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 say. um, Hurley said, "Yes, more people. Yes, more people." And I'm actually glad that people are staying to listen, because whether they are typing on the chat or not, I'm not gonna be able to always read, and I don't like it when I miss messages, guys. And so thank you so much for being here. Even if you're just listening, that's awesome. That's awesome too. But if you do have things to share, please share them, of course. Um, and so compassion is not easy. You know, granted, even for someone who has done their best, you know, to be the good guy in your story, in your life, you know, the protagonist in your own story or movie, or being the king of your own kingdom, king being yourself and your kingdom being your life. You make decisions, and you take actions based on what you believe is right, based on your perspective, right? And and accept the consequences of your actions. You know, I myself have made some mistakes in my life, and I don't think anyone can go about their lives without making any mistakes. And you will always make mistakes, and mistakes will always be part of life. And mistakes are what makes you wiser, what makes you stronger as a person. Failures, especially, not just mistakes, but failure to a certain level, right? um, which brings me back to another subject that I mentioned before. Kids joining sports and attempting competitions. In my opinion, if it was my kid, you're not gonna be joining competitions to win. You know, I want my kid to join competitions to lose. And that sounds very negative. And why would you want your kid to lose? Right? You should be rooting for your kid. No. I will be rooting for my kid for sure. Of course. It is your blood. It is your child. But you want your kid to lose as much as possible, as early as possible in this kid's life, because you want the kid to learn how to bounce back from loss, from pain, from failure, and learn to correct mistakes, and know how to deal with all of these things as early as possible, because you don't want your kid growing up as an adult and life is gonna be pounding his face to the ground, because life is not easy, unless you're super rich or something, or I don't know, you're just somehow very lucky, then your life is easy, then you'll have an okay time. I didn't say good time, because part of what makes life good is the challenges, right? And so anyway, yeah, you want your kid to be able to learn how to bounce back from the negativity, the failure, the mistakes, and the pain and the loss as early as possible. Anyway, Sunny Duck said, knowledge will give you power, but character, respect. That's a good one, Sunny Duck. That's a good one. Very much agreed. Hurley said, gotta go again. No problem, Hurley. We'll be here. Sunny Duck said, dude, you speak like my hero, Bruce Lee. I say, open your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water in a cup, it becomes the cup. You put, oh man, I just ruined it. You put water in a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put water in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or crash. Be water, my friend. You remember that speech? That's a good speech. Anyway, I kind of ruined the middle part there, but when you said, dude, you speak like my hero, Bruce Lee, you reminded me of that speech, Sunny Duck. But yeah, I have lost my train of thought completely. But so compassion, like I mentioned, man, is like I mentioned, ladies and gentlemen, is something that is very critical, in one's life. And Sensei said, nice recovery. Thank you, man. Thank you. I did my best. But compassion is not easy. And I don't think I will ever get to that point, but I wish that I can get to a certain level of understanding compassion where I can really efficiently and effectively implement it on a daily basis. I am not a Buddhist monk. I am not a Tibetan monk, and I am very much influenced by a lot of other things that I understand will prevent me from being fully sort of enlightened. But I am hopeful, and I am positive enough, and I'm wishful enough that I will at least get to a certain level of understanding compassion and being able to implement it on a daily basis as often as I can, even with all the things that I have gotten myself into. I can be jealous. I can be hard on myself. I can be frustrated. I can be sad. I can be sentimental. I can be a lot of the things that people will find as a weakness. And I'm not afraid to admit that. One of my favorite fighters, George St. Pierre Sensei, will definitely know who this person is. Sunny Duck will definitely know who this person is. By the way, guys, he's coming back. Anyway, he has mentioned in interviews before that as a fighter, he's not afraid to tell people that he is scared before a fight. And it is a normal feeling to have. People that say they are not scared or they are not afraid are either lying or there's something wrong with their brains, maybe. Because if you do not feel fear, there is definitely something wrong with the brain. But and part of being honest about what you're afraid of, and what your weaknesses are, makes you stronger as a person. Maybe not physically stronger, but stronger as a person, because you understand the limits of what you can do, and your weakness that you can work on. Outside, what you know about yourself, and what your strengths are. And I find when he said that, it was very wisdomly. That's not a word. I don't think that's a word, but it oozed with wisdom, and it's something that I've always remembered after I heard that. And so knowing and being able to knowing and being aware of my weaknesses, I understand that, and I'm hopeful that I will be able to be a bit more consistent with how I approach or tackle compassion, because it is integral to what makes us human, guys, and it is a fundamental aspect of what gives us humans the humanity that that a lot of creatures don't have, aside from being able to write and knowledge and stuff like that. Um, but there are times, of course, when compassion is completely absent, and that's when we get hardened hardened criminals, and that's when we get uh, I don't know, people that kill people. You know what I mean? But I cannot fully judge them like that, because some of the people that have committed acts of violence against their fellow human beings, like I mentioned before, may have had reasons to do what they have done that I do not understand. That doesn't make them correct, however, because taking another man's life, taking another creature's life, is of course not advisable. But with that said, however, I do support people that go hunting, especially if they hunt for food, and especially if they're hunting like deer, or maybe I don't know, elk, you know. But hunting elephants or tigers or lions, no, no, I don't think that's correct at all. But this is when it gets complicated, because hey, what, an elk is alive as well, a deer is also alive. So how come you are biased, and all of this intricate things surrounding the subject, which is something I'm not even gonna tackle with. All I'm saying is, like I mentioned earlier, compassion is knowing that this bee is freaking flying around me. I'm not gonna freaking swat it. It is life. That's another meaning of compassion for me. Um, Sunny Duck said, "A good martial artist does not become tense but ready, not thinking yet not dreaming. Ready for whatever may come. When the opponent expands, I contract, and when he contracts, I expand. And when there is an opportunity, I do not hit it. Hits all by itself." Okay, okay, that is very good, man. He really said that. I did not know that. Maybe I should watch a Jet Li, a Bruce Lee documentary. Maybe I should. Maybe I really should. But that's a good one, Sunny Duck. And so to summarize, guys, compassion is, like I mentioned, an integral part of what makes a good person good, and what makes us humans as a fundamental aspect. It gives us humanity. Without it, we are devoid of some of the crucial elements that are required to make for a good person. And there are good people. Wait, there are terrible people. There are good people, and there are legitimately good people. And that is why I am so excited, and I am so thankful, and I do my best to express it. If I cannot express it in by speaking, I express it by writing. Um, it is gratifying and refreshing when you encounter legitimately good people. And during my time streaming, guys, I have come across a lot of legitimately good people. um, and and it is important to know when you have encountered good people, or legitimately good people, because they are unfortunately not as not as common as we wish for them to be. Um, and so, like I said, that's why when people are good to me and I see that they are really good in a way that there are no hidden agendas, there are no fakeness behind it. Because sometimes, it's easy to tell that people are only good for whatever their agenda is. Um, and you can easily tell when someone is good just because they are good and they are doing what is right. Sometimes it's easy to tell those things, but of course not all the time. Most of the time it's not easy. It is challenging, it is difficult, and what do you call it, and you gotta appreciate it, and be vocal about acknowledging it when you do encounter good people. And I am blessed, I am graced, and I am very lucky to have encountered a lot of great people during my time here on Twitch. And to those that don't know, let me just move to my other scene. I hope that it's working, because I have gotten reports that the microphone is kind of messy. Please let me know. Please let me know right now if the microphone is okay. Can you guys hear me correctly? I hope my vocal audio is clear. I hope it's working, and please let me know in the chat before I continue talking. While I wait for you guys to let me know, and please do let me know, I'm gonna go take a sip of my coffee. Sounds good, Sensei said. Thank you so much, Sensei. I'm glad you have my back, as always. Okay. Sunny Duck said yes. Thank you, Sunny Duck. Alright, so guys, I don't know who else is on the chat, but thank you so much for being here with us this morning. Very much appreciated. And thank you for hearing what I have to say. And thank you so much for sharing what you have, sharing the wisdom that you have gathered during your time here on this freaking planet. It is a good planet. It can be very cruel, but there's a lot of good in it, and we gotta make sure we acknowledge the good and not just point out the bad, right? Very important. We are gonna be tackling more streams today in the afternoon. I plan on streaming around 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, of course, and in the evening at 7 o'clock or 6 if I can. I'm not exactly sure what to play yet this evening. I'm debating whether I will be playing Fallout 4 or we will be... Hey Goomba, how are you? Good morning. It's still morning where I am, so I'll say good morning. Thank you for being here with us, guys. And yeah, thank you. Sensei said mahalo nui loa, and much aloha to you, my brother. Appreciate you, Aaron, and I appreciate you, dude. Thank you so much. And Goomba said also hello, Aaron, and chat. Yes, and thank you for being here with us, Goomba. Very much appreciated. I was just signing off. Unfortunately, we were talking about compassion, and I feel like Goomba could have contributed so much to this discussion. I truly believe that. It is unfortunate that you are just catching us now. I would have been very, very excited and interested in hearing what you have to say when it comes to this subject, Goomba. Like I mentioned on Twitter, I am very graced, I'm blessed, and I am lucky to have encountered such great people, such legitimately good people, like for example Goomba and Miss Jazzy. It is like I mentioned earlier, just before Goomba came in the chat, that it is important to, when I'm at the workplace, or when I was working anyway, I remember, Goomba said darn it, I remember being in this department, getting transferred there after working for a month in the company. I got transferred to this, it's a better department, and I'm glad that they brought me there, and I'm thankful that they brought me there. But I remember there's this guy, this Haitian guy from Haiti. That's how you pronounce it, right? And he has created this Excel file with the sheets that, in my opinion, really made the workflow quicker and more efficient. And I noticed that nobody's freaking talking about this, and I remember my supervisor started bringing me to conference calls with our superiors in Toronto. And I asked, I'm not gonna say his last name, but his name is Di Stefano. So I asked Di Stefano, hey man, I realize how good this file is, and it makes the workflow quicker, more efficient. We can get things done faster. Everything is in one file. Granted, it's not perfect because of the size of the file. It takes quite a while to load, but that's not on the file. That is on the computers we are working. They're not very good computers. Anyway, without going into too much detail, I asked him, of course, for his permission before I made. Even though I feel like it was a good move on my part, I still wanted permission to do it, And I asked him, Stefano, is it okay if I mention to our superiors in Toronto during the conference call this week that you have created this file, and tell them about how good of an impact it has done to the workflow and to how efficient we are with handling the tasking that we have at the workplace. And he said, yeah, sure. I'm like, okay, man, thank you. So I'll make sure to not forget that. And I did mention it to them. And next thing you know, just before I left, and they were still sending us files to update the file that he created, and he has left months ago, And it goes to show that even after he left, what he left behind for the department was something that was impactful. And I feel like I made the right call. I've made the right call of acknowledging the good, because it is more important, or as important, as pointing out the mistakes and pointing out what is negative. At a workplace, it is very important. It is good to see the mistakes, and it is good to see the errors so you can mitigate them for next time or rectify them immediately. But it is much more important to point out, in my opinion, the good things that people do. Of course, you can't be like always pointing out good things all the time, but with moderation, it can be very impactful in a positive way, right? Reading what the chat has to say, Bruce Lee is in the special thanks list. I agree. I do know quite a handful of people that appreciate what Bruce Lee has done and the things that he has said. Goomba said, beautiful move on making an effort to give him the recognition he deserves. Stuff gets underappreciated too often. I understand that, man, and yeah, it's very true. And Sunny Duck said, thanks dude for the stream. Now I can go powerful and happy in the gym. Dude, I am glad that the effect of this stream was not on the depressing side. I am glad that the effect that you have taken from this stream is a positive one and a happy one. Sunny Duck, you are into MMA, and it seems like you're very much into wisdom and learning and being enlightened and appreciating other people and paying attention to good talks. I would like to recommend. This is gonna sound weird, but you're gonna expect me to say to recommend something that might be like an obvious source of wisdom and information, but it's not gonna sound like it, and maybe you know this already. Sunny Duck, you might want to check out, and I would like to recommend not just to Sunny Duck and to everyone here that might be interested in gaining wisdom and learning and just understanding or being informed on how good life can be if you live the right way, is the Joe Rogan podcast. Now you're thinking, Joe Rogan, that guy in Fear Factor, the guy that looks like a meathead and smokes pot? How is that possible? Trust me, guys. Just trust me on this one. Especially the early podcasts. Anyway, Speedy says, hey guys, I'm back, and it again with contributing to the stream. Thank you, Speedy. By the way, Speedy, you never let me know if what happened to your Discord account. Please verify if you would like an invite for the Discord chat again, because I thought your account has been compromised. So please let me know. JRE, exactly. Sensei knows about this, and Sunny Duck probably knows about this already. Skull, Guzma, thank you for joining us, man. Welcome. And unfortunately, I'm about to sign off. I should have been gone 3 minutes ago, but there were some points that I wanted to get across, and we have some Twitch friendos that recently just joined us. Okay, guys. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up. I have been drinking my now just half of my coffee left, but it's cold. But no complaining. There are people that don't even have clean water to drink. Who am I to complain about cold coffee. I'm just gonna microwave it later or something. But guys, thank you so much for being here. Very much appreciated. Straight from the heart. And I'm glad that Sunny Duck took away some really positive things from this stream. And I hope that you guys have taken some really good things from this as well. And even if you didn't, that's fine too. Still thankful for being here, guys, and for joining us this morning or this afternoon. Where I am, it is afternoon. Speedy said, well, basically, yeah, my account's been hacked, so made a new one. Goomba said, I like Joe Rogan stuff. You have to be careful because he will split a lot of pseudoscience, but I respect him for always keeping the discussion and exploring different ideas. And he will admit he isn't an expert on the material to keep it from being disinformation. Exactly, and that's what I find myself doing as well. I always make sure that I inform people that what I'm saying, I'm not an expert on the matter. I'm just saying what I have been told and based on my understanding of what I have been told, right? Love exploring new ideas. But yeah, have a great day, guys. Yes, Goomba, you take care, man. Thank you so much for being here. Until next time, and you have a great rest of your weekend. If we don't see you again during this weekend streams, so thank you. And sad face, why leaving me, man? Well, I gotta go eat, man. I'm already skinny as it is. You gotta let me eat. You gotta let me eat, and shower and do other stuff. But guys, like I said, thank you so much. I'm looking at my scrolling credits here. I'm probably gonna have to update that. But guys, thank you so much for being here. Said it so many times already during the span of 5 minutes. But I hope to see you again this afternoon, tomorrow evening, tomorrow the whole day. If not, whenever you are free. It's always good to see familiar names. So guys, thank you so much. Take care. And until next time, good to see you, Sunny Duck, and thank you for the wisdom. Very much appreciated. Thank you, dude. A wonderful stream. Yes, sir. You take care, right? And you know, work hard at the gym. And good luck with your fights. I'll check it out. The private sort of organization that you were talking about. So Speedy said thanks. Hope to see you soon. Good to see you, Speedy. Good to see you. Take care, guys. Take care. Gonna go eat. I'm really hungry. Gonna finish my coffee, microwave it a little bit. Alright.